He might be playing his Gore Master deck, which is what it looks like he is playing. He did talk about this a little bit. So this is an all-in type of deck where I kind of just need to deal with the Gore Master. Or block it if it, you know. I can actually steal it with Mancubus. Oh, so I have removal. He's mulling. I think I'll sit on this. We'll see how this goes. I'll keep the hand. It's not the greatest hand that I want to see, but I can steal most of the stuff that I think he's going to be playing. So if I just need to draw resources, and I have removal for his Gore Master. So we'll see how this goes. I do have 25-ish shards. I have 23 shards and then 2 tears in the deck. So and then 4 Chlorophyllia. So chances are pretty good I should be in good shape anyways, even if I only have 2 resources. One of them's wild, so I just need to draw the Chlorophyllia here. So it's not exactly what we want to see here. So we may be in some trouble if all we do is top deck troops, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This may be a non-game with the way I chose not to mull there. When you're playing ramp, a lot of times, like, you don't want to mull. You need cards. Yeah, so there's an Immortal Tears. That's going to help out quite a bit here. So we'll wait until his end step to do that. I think I go in on Ruby here. It's a lot easier for me to get to wild, so, and I need to play Mancubus eventually. It's going to tunnel a troop. That's fine. Main phase. So let's go ahead and sacrifice this. We're going to get our Ruby Shard here. That's going to be very important so we can play that Mancubus to steal stuff. So hopefully we'll draw a wild shard or something here. Zakiir is not exactly what we want to see. We still are in not the best shape, but he's playing pretty slow right now. He's got that tunnel troop with Sapphire. Oh, he's playing. What is he doing? Sapphire with a tunnel troop. It's a dwarf of some sort. Then I still have answers for it, so it's not too bad. I do have Secret Lab to help me filter. Like, I can filter out these Mancubuses if I need to. We haven't missed a shard drop yet, so we're still not in. We aren't that far behind. We really need a shard here, this is 8 cards. This. Okay, so I guess we'll just throw out our Gobbleglade Witch here. We have 8 cards anyways. If he kills it, it's not a big deal. I mean, we pretty much had to play it. We're stuck on shards here. So, this may not be our game. Very good chance this is like an ambusher or something. It's going to kill me. Okay, he's got a Mirror Knight in there. Okay. So I'll just bolt that in my following turn here. I do have Heatwave if he plays a bunch of really small things eventually. Like, that can help out. Actually, he may be playing Monsoon here. He's probably playing Monsoon. 2 Heatwave. I think I want to just push the damage. I've got a lot of Heatwave in hand, so I can deal with, like, if he... Let's see, I need to be able to kill Monsoon, though. Man, this is such a clunky hand. I think I discard a... Do I discard a Mancubus and hold on to my... I think I just discard a Mancubus here. He's going to block here, I think. Because he's got... This will tell me if he has Monsoon or not. Okay. I hate having to do this. I've got double Heatwave for Monsoon anyways if I draw a resource, so... I guess I can just do it that way. It's going to counter it. Alright, that's fine. That's one less counter I have to worry about. Subterranean Spy. Can see all the cards in opposing hands, so he knows okay, so he can see that I have basically 2 Heatwave and Mancubus and Zakiir and all that stuff. So he knows that I have what I've got here. Gore Feast, okay. Is that game? That might be game. I didn't draw resources here. This might be game here. See, that's 2, that's 10, and then another, yeah, that's game. Just did not draw resources there. So I guess I should have sat on defense, so I'll make sure to do that next time. Now I know he's playing Gore Feast. He's playing a silly Gore Feast deck. Heatwave would have helped out in this situation, obviously, in the next turn, but yeah, just didn't draw stuff. So that's quick games, quick loss there. Didn't draw shards, obviously, so that's a problem. So we'll go to our card manager. And I should have a really good game against Gore Feast decks anyways with this deck, because I can steal most of their stuff. I just didn't ramp there. So we'll go to our reserves, and we'll go ahead and throw in Constantina for the early blocks. And that's probably about it, maybe? Constantina, and then we get rid of, like, Rootfather. Maybe a Zakiir. See if I can just throw in more blockers, really. More early blockers that trade with this stuff. Maybe I just play all of my Gobbleglade Witches just for early blockers. Because Mancubus should also, like, he'll just take the game over. One less Filk Ape, probably. Alright, so we definitely should have just defended there. Alright, there we go. Keep hand. So we know that basically we have to, now that we know we're playing basically against Gore Feast, we basically just sit on board state the whole time. We don't attack at all, and we just wait. We'll start out Ruby here. Pass a turn. Hopefully we'll draw a sweep as well. Hopefully we'll draw into that Heatwave again. Why was I thinking he had Monsoon? Monsoon's blood. I don't know why I was thinking that. That's so stupid. Yeah. It's still pretty slow what he's doing. It just happens all in one turn. So if I set up defenses, I don't know that he can punch through. Okay, good. Turn 2 Chlorophyllia is exactly what I want to see, so I can turn 3 a Master Moss here. Just have to be aware, really, I just have to be aware of that 4th shard. So if he's on 3 shards, like, then I can't, like, I can actually maybe attack with this Master Moss. But, yeah, turn 3 Master Moss is pretty sick. Also, we get to gain some life this time. That was another thing, by gaining life, we change his math, and the whole game kind of changes then. He should have a lot of issues with Master Moss with this deck, although he may be playing Buccaneer, and so that could be fine then. Buccaneer could be like, yeah, it's fine. You have a Master Moss. So if he plays a Tunnel Troop, it could be whatever it's called, the Fishersmith. If he plays another Tunnel Troop, so then I can't really do very much. Alright. This time we'll be able to Crackling Bolt that guy. We can just bolt this guy so we can't get any more card advantage. And then I'm not sure that we want to swing. He's right at 4 where he could play his thing. Okay, so we definitely want a Chlorophyllia here, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and bolt that guy. We're just gonna get rid of him because I don't want him drawing extra cards at all. See, I can still play a Stink Troll here, so I have a blocker up. So I can swing, sure. I'll swing for 5. Dealing 6 is kind of, I mean, it would have helped, but... So, if I play Chlorophyllia, let's see, let's play this for Ruby. I think that I just... Oh, I can't play the Stink Troll here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I misjudged that. But I have enough to play everything in the deck. I can play Zakiir if I draw him. And we did find out that it's a him. Yep, there he goes. He's got a Subterranean Spy, so he could play a 4th resource and swing for a lot here, but with his, yeah, Gore Feast, sure. Down to 7 here, so we have to be a lot more defensive now, obviously. So maybe I should have sat on it, but we will play the Filk Ape here to debuff his guy, and then we'll sit on this board stain. So let's see, he can't really... I'll wait. We'll wait. We're at 7, so I just don't want him. If he Gore Feasts again and somehow kills my Filk Ape, now I have a blocker, like an infinite blocker, to deal with this guy too. Okay, plays Royal Falconeer, so we can blow him out with Heatwave here. That's good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Heatwave here. Play Stink Troll. Go ahead and buff our Master Moss. And swing through for 10. So I don't know if he has anything that can attack the turn it comes into play. If he does, then I might be in some trouble. But if not, then I'm feeling decently good about this match right now. Plays a Storm Cloud. Okay. I don't think that'll save him. Crackling Bolt's my Stink Troll. Alright, go ahead and give Crush to my Master Moss in response. Trying to save himself a little bit of damage, but he's got Thunder Puff. I think I gassed him out this time. Go ahead and swing through, and then I'll play a Filk Ape in the second main phase. Actually, I might just want Immortal Tears to gain life here, just in case he has to block here. It's gonna exhaust my guy. Okay. Swing through, and we'll play the Filk Ape as another blocker in case he has something that's has speed on it. Throw out the Immortal Tears so we can draw another resource and then play a resource and gain some more life. So there's game 2. So I just need to defend really at the beginning of the game, and then we'll see. So basically I just sit on board state at the beginning of the game. That's all I do. I don't attack at all, and everything becomes a really bad trade for him. This isn't great. We do have blockers here, so we'll stick with this. We get the turn 2 Chlorophyllia, so we need to get Ruby to get that Crackling Bolt live here, but we'll see how this goes. We can play all the blockers in our hand though, so that's really what we need. We need those ground blockers. We can play the Filk Ape eventually as well, which will be helpful. Yep, he's looking at my hand right now. With that Saboteur. Seeing my Chlorophyllia and my Filk Ape and my Warrior of Andronicus and Gobbleglade Witch. Play the Ruby here, because we need Ruby to play our Bolt. Chlorophyllia to ramp here, and then next turn we can Bolt and play Gobbleglade Witch if we need to, or we can play Warrior of Andronicus, which will probably be our play there. Both of these like basically trade with all of his stuff. The Warrior actually I can actually keep alive if I get the chance to pump it. And our Crackling Bolt is live, and he knows that too, so... Basically, it's like a turn 4 deck. Like, his deck that he's playing is like a turn 4, so we need to make sure we have blockers up. Like, on this turn. This is his swing... His next turn is his swing turn. So I'm going to play this and then Warrior, because this way, with Warrior, gain my life. With Warrior, I can actually buff him to stop a Crackling Bolt if he's got one. So he'll be really hard to, to kill. He'll have to 2-for-1 to kill my Warrior here. And I can block his guy on the attack if he decides to go in. And next turn I can play Filk Ape, and Warrior I can activate him every turn, so using his activation here if he doesn't kill him is kind of a big deal. Plays his Mirror Knight, he can counter here. Sure. I have to sit on defense, we know that he can explode out of nowhere. He can't counter my Filk Ape, so that's going to be the play here. I'll let him get some card draw off of his guy this time. So we'll go ahead and play the Filk Ape here as a blocker. So we have 2 pretty good blockers. I can't buff the Andronicus, but I think it should be fine. If I have to give him up, I give him up. So he can Bolt him now, but I mean, we also have Filk Ape right there, sitting right there. I also have Crackling Bolt for what's it called, the other guy. Scrap Tech Brawler, Subterranean Spy. If he plays like Zakiir, I'm in some trouble here for sure. Plays his thing, he's gonna swing in here, I guess. Does some attacking here. Alright. So I really... do I want to give up Filk Ape here? I'll take 6. That's fine. I'll take 6. Let's see if he goes in with his thing here. I don't think he's got it though. Yeah, there we go. There's Falconeer. And I need to kill that Falconeer, although he probably has counter up now, so that's a big issue. So if I play both of these, I have more blockers. He can swing with those with his thing. For 6, and then 8. 6 plus 8 is 14 damage in the sky. I can throw out enough blockers to block him on the ground. I can try to bolt his guy, but I'm pretty sure he has counter for it. He only has 1 resource, so I know he can't counter my Stink Troll and Gobbleglade Witch, so we'll just throw up blockers here, and I can buff Warrior of Andronicus. And Filk Ape wipes all the buffs off of Mirror Knight here, so that will be helpful. So that way he can't actually draw cards. So his Mirror Knight is like, I don't really care about it that much now. Basically, if I take damage here, it'll be Royal Falcons. Stormcloud, okay. That, yeah, he has to sack it right away to get his Thunder Puff, so he can actually swing maybe for lethal with all of that. I'm pretty sure he has counter. I'm probably going to have to Crackling Bolt his Falconeer here in case I draw. Forgot to pump my guy, but that's fine. So let's see if he's got the counter here. He should have the counter for Falconeer. Yeah, Verdict there. Not a surprise. We'll sit on this other card. I can't really swing here, so we're just gonna end up taking damage. If he has Gore Feast here, I pretty much lose, or I'm getting close to losing, at least. Yeah, if he has Gore Feast here, I lose. So hopefully he just doesn't have it. Plays another Mirror Knight. I don't really care too much about that. Stormcloud. He's looking for Gore Feast at this point. So the best thing for me to have happen is either top deck Mancubus here, or top deck Mancubus, or top deck a sweep, and hopefully he doesn't counter it. Yeah, he doesn't have it. He's looking for that Gore Feast, and I'm just holding him at bay here on the ground. Wrathwood. Not the best top deck here for what our situation is. It's another blocker though, so we pretty much just throw it up and then again just hope that he doesn't top deck Gore Feast. think I may need to start pushing damage here. He's basically got it anyways if he draws Gore Feast, so we need to start pushing some damage. So we're going to push in with our Warrior here. And then we'll buff him with Stink Troll and have him self-buff, so he's a 6/6 on the attack here. So we'll give him Crush. And give him +2/+2. He could just chump it, pretty much. I really want to... this Shard of Savagery is... yeah, I guess I'll play it. See, the thing is, like, if I don't play it, then I won't be able to play my other stuff that I need to play. I won't be able to play Rootfather if I happen to draw him, so I need to play it there. I don't like making that play, but also gaining some more life would be helpful in this situation. Again, if he top decks here, I basically lose. He's got 5 damage a turn in the air, which I can't really stop. Plus he's 1 shard away from playing his champion ability. It's really looking pretty bad for me here. You know, it's looking like Future's game. Yeah, I mean, he's basically... so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He should have just swung with the house there. Well, no, I guess not. He can do that next turn. I don't even really have an attack phase here now because I have to block everything he has if I can. I need a top deck Heatwave. No, Chlorophyllia is not going to do it. Actually, it'll give me some life. At least. It changes the math again. I think I swing with Master Moss by himself here to try to get as much damage in as possible. He can't really effectively block Master Moss. I mean, he can chump him. That's pretty much what he can do here. And I can buff his power and toughness. Give him Crush. Push over that Mirror Knight. I should have played the Filk Ape there. Yeah, I need another blocker here, so Filk Ape would have been... well, no, now I've got 4/4 blockers, so I'm good. It's the air that's killing me. I just need to top deck the Heatwave to blow him out here. That's what really needs to happen here. Heatwave would blow him out completely. Oh, he's got the extra thing. That's rough. Yeah, I really need to play a Filk Ape there instead of passing the turn to get that extra blocker. That's going to be important here. But still, sacrificing his whole field and then debuffing the Falcons is a pretty bad proposition. He can chump block, he can Buccaneer. Yeah, he's going to Buccaneer my Wrathwood. Yeah, it would have been much nicer to have that Filk Ape in play there. I think he's pretty much got it locked up here. Unless I top deck Heatwave, this is over. No, that's not going to do it. I'm pretty sure I don't have another turn because he's got so much swing power now. Needed to play a Filk Ape there. Yeah, so we can't attack at all here. Because he's got the game though. I mean, like, he's got, yeah, that's it. That's good games. Like, I can't do anything at this point. I needed to top deck removal and I just didn't top deck it. Raptech probably just gives him one more attacker, and that's pretty much game. So I don't think this is a bad matchup for me. I think this is actually a really good matchup. Also, if I had top deck Mancubus in this matchup, I would have just stolen his stuff every turn. And by this time, I would have taken over the board state. So I lose round 1, but you know, I feel like this is actually a pretty good matchup for me. So I don't feel like there was The only play mistake I'd say that I made was I should have played another Filk Ape, but in this board state, it wouldn't have mattered. So, again, just didn't top deck the removal to sweep him out. And we saw how detrimental that was in Game 2 for him. In Game 1, I basically kept a hand that maybe it was pretty iffy.